What is up, guys? I wore this hoodie last time I did a story time. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, I wear the same things a lot. Plus, this hoodie is sick. It's so comfortable and flowy, and it makes me look like a Jedi. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong. Anyways, so the story I'm gonna tell you, if you follow me on Snapchat, which is this right here, yeah, ooh, you should do that. Or if you read the title, you know that this story is going to be about the time that me, my brother, and some of our friends stole a jet ski and got chased by the cops. Now, it sounds really crazy now that I reflect back on it, but in the moment it all made sense. Anyways, I'm going to kind of explain how we got to this point and what took place. So, me, my brother, and a couple of our friends decided, hey, it's spring break, we should go to the beach. You know, that's what people do. So, we all piled in a car, drove to the beach, and we stayed in this super nice hotel. It was a super nice trip. We all hung out and like did our own thing, you know, had fun, did normal, you know, teens at the beach kind of stuff. Yeah, it was really exciting and really fun. Okay, so this was a very commercial beach, which means it like draws a lot of people, and like during these big weekends like spring break, there's going to be like a ton of people there. So there's like all these little companies that like have jet skis, and they set up jet ski rentals on the beach. And basically how it works is there will be a beached jet ski that's just sitting in the sand. It's like impossible to move, that like you like pay someone to bring their truck up, haul it to the water, and let you ride it around for like an hour. Now this is like a big thing. Like lots of people do it and they pay it because it's fun to like drive a jet ski or whatever. It's just an exciting thing to do. So tons of jet skis up and down the beach, and it's like a thing. Now we have like ridden jet skis like almost all of our lives. We have friends who have jet skis and stuff like that. So we all knew how to operate jet skis, and so we weren't like as hype as like most people would be about it. And so we were like, whatever, it's fine, and just kind of brushed off, went off, did our own thing. And then night comes. And at night, you tend to get, you know, restless. You want to have some fun, do some crazy stuff. So, you know, we're like, whatever, this is a big spring break town. We'll go hang out friggin' in the sandy beaches. So we walk down and just go to see like what's going on, if there's anything happening, any fun parties or anything like that. We're walking around and we like see the beach, and there's like some people down on the beach like hanging out in front of the hotels, and it's like, we're like, okay, we can't find anything else, so a nice, you know, night beach walk, that sounds fun. So we walk down to the beach and we're going to like, you know, just chill, talk, hang out. And so that's what we do. We go to the beach and we're walking up and down, and it's like, it's probably like 12 or like 1 a.m. and everything is kind of like just like chill. You can see like up on the wall where like all the like wall of hotels, you can see like different people having like parties and rooms and like hanging out. And then there's like, I remember there was a group of people having a rap battle at one point in like in front of a hotel, and then there were like all these chairs lined down from where like people like rent a chair from their hotel to like tan. And so we're just like walking up and down the beach, checking it out, getting a feel for things, and just kind of talking and hanging out. And we come upon a jet ski. And we're like, you know what? This jet ski looks a lot more enticing right now. And we all agree. We're like, it does. Like, wow, we should ride it. And now we think to ourselves, first off, there's no key. And second off, we don't have a truck to pull it. So we're like, well, the key is okay. We can get it started without the key. We know what we're doing. We have experience with jet skis. We're professionals. Well, at least that's what we think. So we're like, okay, that's fine. That's fine, it's out of the way, that's good. We just have to figure out how to get it to the water. Now us, being burly men, you know, we are strong. We decide, you know what? We'll push it. We'll push it to the water. You know, because, you know, the like 4 of us totally equal a truck. We got this. We can push it to the water. It'll be fine. So we go at it and we start pushing, and it does start moving, but very slowly but surely it starts moving. So we like start pushing it, and then this guy walks up, and so we're like, oh crap, he's probably gonna get us in trouble. So we're like, what's up, dude? And we're like talking to him a little bit, and he's like, yo, are you guys like pushing, like, are you guys gonna ride the jet ski? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, no way, I'll help push it. And so he grabs a hold of one side, and we all start pushing it. And now we have enough people, I guess we make up the strength of a truck, and we start pushing it towards the water. Now at this point, those rooms that I aforementioned that are all lit up, there's like some people on the balcony, and you see people on different balconies like starting to gather, and they're looking down because you can kind of in the darkness see this blob of men pushing this jet ski towards the water, and people are like, what's going on? What's happening? And so we're so focused on like, hey, this is a great idea, we're doing great things, let's get to the water. We'll figure out who's gonna ride it when we get down there, if there's even enough gas, stuff like that. We'll figure it out when we get down there. We're just focused on getting it to the water. This is awesome. So we're pushing and pushing, and then in the distance, we see some flashing lights. And then it clicks, hey, maybe this isn't the best idea. Maybe this jet ski in the big broad openness of the beach where everybody can see it, maybe it's not the best idea to attempt to steal it and put it in the water. Maybe that's not a good idea. And so these bright lights start growing and growing, and then we realize they're flashing. They're flashing blue and red. And we're like, it's the police, we're gonna go to jail. We're like, oh my God, we just committed Grand Theft Auto. We're totally freaking, we're criminals now. We gotta get out of here. And so the cops are coming flying up the beach. And now we can hear the siren, and we're like, oh God, they're coming. They flip on their bright lights and they're flying down the beach, and we're like, we gotta go. And so we take off running, and running is not easy when you're in vans on the beach because they're filling with sand, and like my vans always have holes in them, and so they're filling with sand, and I'm like running against the sand, and it's like, it's night, so it's kind of damp and like thicker, and so we're take off running, and then the cops are coming real fast, and we're like, we gotta go, we gotta go. And so we get up to this hotel, and we're like, this isn't our hotel. So what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get in? We don't have a card, we don't have any like code or anything. So what do? We hop the fence. We hop right in, and we pass this guy who's just chilling in a pool chair, like he's just hanging out at night, you know, enjoying himself, and he like looks at us like we scared the shit out of him because we literally just cleared a fence and landed right next to him. And we take off running, and then we jump over another wall, and now we're like in between in this weird area between two hotels, and it's kind of like brushy, and we're like, fuck, like we gotta keep going. And I'm pretty sure I had a backpack, and so like we're like tossing backpacks over trying to get to places and like get out of away from the beach as fast as we can. And at this point, the cops are already where we were with the jet ski, and they have like all their lights on, they're shining, looking around, and like, because they totally saw us come like running off and like hop fences. They totally had to have seen it because like, they were close enough to where like we look so guilty, and we probably look even more guilty because we ran, but whatever, you know, what are you gonna do? And so we took off running, and we clear that second fence, and then we're in the middle of the street, and there's all these people lined up for clubs and stuff, and we were like, where were they when we were looking for something to do instead of like friggin' opening the door to, you know, commit a crime? That would have been great. So we see all these people in lines, and we're like, okay, this is a busy area, we can totally blend in, like this is fine. Even if they have like a vague description of what we were wearing or stuff like that that they saw in the light, like, you know what, they aren't gonna be able to see us, it's fine. And so we like start blending in and like just being super casual, and we're like walking down the street kind of towards the hotel because we're like a couple blocks from the hotel we're actually staying at. We didn't realize how much like distance had passed, and so we're walking, and then we cross the street, and we're in this like parking lot area with like this like totally closed restaurant, and we're like sitting on the picnic table trying to decide like, what the heck do we do? Do we go back to our hotel? What if they saw us? What if they come back to our hotel? What if like people find out and they start like telling that it's us and stuff like that? And so we're like, we're just super sketched out, and we're trying to like filter through our thoughts and all this stuff and try and figure out what we need to do and what's the next step, because we don't know. We just don't want to get in trouble. And so we're blending in, and then we see bright lights, and we're like, oh no, there's another cop, and he comes pulling up real slow, and just kind of, you know, drives right by, and we're like, oh, well, you know, guess we got away. And so we're still super sketched out, so we're like, we gotta play this cool, you know, we gotta play it cool, we gotta blend in. And so we casually walk back like 7 blocks and go back to our hotel, and we ended up like, you know, totally escaping and not having any repercussions. Now granted, we did only end up moving the jet ski a total of like maybe a foot down the beach. It was totally precautionary that they showed up, and like, yeah, I don't even know what happened to the random guy who helped us. I don't believe he ran with us. Hope he's okay. Hope he's holding up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, just hearing me ramble on about rash decisions I've made in the past. If you like this story or if you like these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to comment below. Let me know, like, if you've had any similar situations like this, or run-ins, or run-froms, rather. Alright, wow, this is literally the third video I've made in this week. It's really fun uploading 3 times a week. I really thought it was gonna be, like, start feeling like worky, but it's just really fun. So make sure to subscribe if you aren't already. I upload 3 times a week. That is Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And yeah, that's all I got. I will see you guys Monday with a cover.